Congresswoman Robin Kelly, who's going to walk on up. Two really important notes about Robin. I think you all know about her real lifelong career on fighting for gun violence prevention and keeping our community safe. Let's give a round of applause for that. Perhaps the most important part about Robin Kelly you may not know, she represents the South Suburbs, so she used to be my state representative many, many years ago. So Robin is actually someone in politics I've known longer than anybody else. Robin Kelly, everybody, for the U.S. Senate. Here you go.
Greetings, Tracy. Thank you to Northfield Democrats. I'm going to say right off the bat, I'm going to be short because we have a very important phone call at 1:30, and I know my colleague Brad wants to be on the call. But I am Robin Kelly. Currently, I'm the Congresswoman for the 2nd Congressional District of Illinois, but I'm working extremely hard to be your next U.S. Senator. I have been an effective leader on every level of government, state rep, municipal, Alessi Giannoulias is Chief of Staff, Tony Preckwinkle's Chief Administrative Officer, the Democratic Party Chair of Illinois. I know this state up and down. My district is urban, suburban, and rural, the biggest Democratic district in Illinois. So I have a microcosm on the federal level of all of my constituents. I go from the city of Chicago and I have 4,500 farms in my district. And even though my farmers don't look like me, don't vote like me, but they are suffering now because of the things that are happening to them from Donald Trump. I'm running on a platform of people over profits. You've heard it from other people. Yes, we have to fairly tax billionaires, millionaires, and corporations. And when we do that, we will have more money to invest in better housing, to invest in health care for everyone. We're the richest country in the history of the world. There's no reason on this earth why everyone cannot have quality health care. And not just quality, not just quality. They have to have access to health care. As I said, my district is urban, suburban, and rural. My farmers have to drive 60 miles to the hospital or longer. Imagine if you're having a baby and there's a problem, or you're having a stroke, or God forbid, you're shot. You can't drive 60 miles to a hospital if you're having any problems. We also have to do better for child care. People shouldn't go to work and have to pay most of their salary on child care. Leading efforts around that, pay wages. The federal government hasn't raised the minimum wage in years and years and years. People are making $7.25 an hour. That is not acceptable. The other thing, as Bob said, I'm a leader in Congress on gun violence prevention. I helped pass the legislation, the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. My part of it was trafficking and straw purchasing, because I got sick of going to DC and people saying, Chicago has the toughest gun laws in the United States, but what good does it do? But if no one else around you has tough gun laws, that's why I fight for trafficking and straw purchasing. Also, I'm a moral leader. People say, Robin, you're so nice, you're so nice. I am so nice. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I show up, stand up, and speak up in places that other people do not. So I love my job. I feel like God put me on this earth to be a public servant. And I will say one more thing around health care. It's because of my legislation, the Medicaid postpartum period went from 60 days to a year. Too many women in the United States are dying of maternal mortality, morbidity, too many black women, too many Native women. And there's no excuse. So I'm going to be short because Brad will kill me when we go back to DC. So love you, Brad. So thank you guys so much, working hard to be your next U.S. Senator. As my best compliment I had this year, someone said, Robin Kelly just gets shit done. And that's what I do. Thank you.
So I am State Senator.